Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and we're wrapping up 2024. Again, this year, we're going to be recapping what happened in 2024, including the deaths that happened, the events, games, movies, TV shows, and also sprinkling in some memes here and there. And also going into what happened with me during like 2024. And also kind of like giving a channel update on what's going to happen for the channel and the future of the channel, all that stuff. There's going to be chapters like along line of the video and or in the description. If there isn't, I tried. Without any further ado, let's recap 2024. Rest in peace for those that passed away in 2024. You'll be remembered.
I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mine.
Now transition to the next segment, which is movies or blockbusters that came out this year. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just gonna roll with it. Alright, so the movies that came out this year are Underdogs, one with Snoop Dogg, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 through 3. There are 3 parts that came out this year. Mean Girls, the remake. The year of remakes. I think it also happened last year, and it's still a thing. Night Swim. It's a scary movie. Despicable Me 4. Alright, the 4th one of the trilogy. Did I say trilogy? I meant the franchise. Alright. And with this one, I've never seen the movie, but I've seen like clips and stuff paying homage to previous movies. Also that nostalgia bait. Kung Fu Panda 4. I personally loved this movie. I know not a lot of people liked it as much as the other 3. And I kind of see why, but for me personally, I liked this movie because it was just a good movie for me, especially like and it's another of those movies that pay homage to the previous villains like Tai Lung, Lord Shen, though I wish they could have done a little bit more and like try to like get more of the original actors on board. But I mean, I'm pretty sure like probably during that time, there's also denying it or them being busy and stuff. But Tai Lung's voice actor did return, so that's a plus. And then the Furious 5 not being in there was kind of like a change of pace a little bit. Yeah, it was a fun movie. Alright, next up is Ghostbusters 4. I'm joking. It's Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I've never seen it. I was probably about to see it because I was binge watching Ghostbusters. Yeah, Netflix didn't have Ghostbusters Afterlife on there. I thought it did. I guess it didn't, so that's alright though. Surprisingly enough, with Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, based off of like reviews, history kind of repeats itself a little bit because the first movie was good, and then the second movie nobody liked that much, and then the third movie was good, and then now the 4th one's not really like that much. So maybe when they make a Ghostbusters 5, it's gonna be good, but then Ghostbusters 6, it's not gonna be that good. I don't know, I'm just noticing a thing. Alright, we got Inside Out 2. I watched the movie. It was good. Alright. Then we got the movie Twisters, Borderlands. Not a lot of people like this movie. No, everyone did not like this movie. I have not seen the movie myself. That's because they didn't show it in my local theater. That was a little funny because if the movie is that bad, I think my local theater did not show it in theaters. So, yeah. It is honestly a little ironic and a slight coincidence. If, or imaginary friend, I mean, yeah, the movie's called If, has Steve Carell, Ryan Reynolds, a lot of famous actors. I've seen previews of it, I think one too many times. Fly Me to the Moon, Mousetrap. Since Mickey Mouse got into the public domain, people are, of course, made scary movies. Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, The Beekeeper, The Watchmen Chapter 1, Furiosa, Argyle, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. People seem to like the sequel than the first one. The first one, it was there. It's like Mousetrap. And the same guy that made the first one did the second one. Is like, I'm going to do this better because it got a lot of money. So he essentially did a slight change of it, but made it into a sequel because... And the way they did it is they retconned the first movie. Is like, oh, that was just a movie in this universe, all that stuff. And this one was a success, and they're coming out with a cinematic universe. Oh bother! Dune Part 2, Thunderman's Return, Godzilla and Kong, New Empire, Madam Web, the biggest dank of Sony this year. I think Kraven the Hunter also came out this year. I just probably forgot to put on this include in the list, but included here. Madam Web, though, it was a dumpster fire of it. I never seen it, and I don't think I will. Yeah, no, not a lot of people liked the movie. Sony just sell the rights to Spider-Man. Alright. Literally, Fox literally gave Marvel back their rights. Was it like in 2019? 2020? Something like that. It was a long process, but... Or Disney by Sony, alright, and you acquire the rights. But that's just me, though. Rebel Moon Part 2, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Yeah, so this movie, another dumpster fire. It's one of those movies that no one's going to ever talk about again. And I wouldn't blame them. The animation looks crap. The voice actors don't even work. Like, DreamWorks, what were you doing? What you were thinking? Just make a movie. Retcon this. Learn from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Alright? That's kind of what they did. You should do the same. I'm also pretty sure that there's a show. So, I don't know, to be honest. And there probably is. Like I said, I don't know. I think it's a movie. But it's best to forget about it. Big City Green Spacecation. I included this one because it was included on the list while I was researching it. Ultraman Rising, Saving Bikini Bottom. Gosh. I've seen this movie, and a lot of people have seen this movie. What the heck? The movie, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen by now. If you haven't seen by now, it's about Sandy Cheeks. It's a movie about Sandy Cheeks, alright? And the title kind of is a little self-explanatory. They're saving Bikini Bottom from the very evil scientist. CGI, it's something. I don't even want to talk about the CGI with that one. SpongeBob has just been shoehorned into this movie, and it was there. I don't see the sense of having SpongeBob there. They had a cover song of the SpongeBob theme song, It was country. Get to meet Sandy's family. I don't know. There's just a lot of. It's very messy, and yeah, no, I honestly don't wanna. Let's move on. The Garfield movie. Oh, I've seen this one. It's pretty good. Chris Pratt as Garfield. I mean, I kind of see it working, but at the end of the day, it's Chris Pratt. I don't know what to tell you. Now, Samuel Jackson as Garfield, I can see working. But Samuel Jackson plays a character in the movie. Garfield's dad. I don't know the name. Samuel Jackson plays Garfield's dad. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I thought the movie was good. It was okay. It was a little goofy, a little bit, especially with the bowl scene. It was enjoyable. I still think Chris Pratt as Garfield. If someone else could have played Garfield. Convince Bill Murray. I'm joking. Alright, moving on. Deadpool and Wolverine, one of the best movies I've seen. Alright. It is chef's kiss. The theme here, I'm noticing with some of the movies, is the movies are paying homage to like previous movies. And it's no different here. Deadpool and Wolverine is paying homage to the X-Men films. Yeah, I mean, and the movie works. And it's not just the X-Men films. It's the films before the MCU is like, hey, I exist. Now, apparently there's going to be more cameos in there, like Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. But what we got is good enough, though. It's a very good movie. Conveniently enough, though, and this is my only question, though, is since and I'm pretty sure, I'm just gonna go into a little bit of spoiler territory. The movie's been out for a little bit, so it should be a whole fine. The movie gives us an introduction to anger beings, and how, I guess, you can't really replace them. And also, this movie kind of disproves that at the same time. So, here are my questions. One, what is the MCU's anchor being? Alright. It's really up to debate. It could be anyone. It could be, I guess, a random guy in the street, and we don't even know it yet. For me, personally, and it's the one that a lot of people would go with, is Iron Man, because, I mean, it's literally the first, the first film that started off the MCU was Iron Man. Iron Man was just basically in a lot of major events, in a sense. But that's really my take on that. It honestly could be anyone. And apparently, what Deadpool Wolverine also showed us is that you can replace anchor beings and make the timeline a whole lot stronger. How would that work? Would it still work? Like, would the MCU be able to just replace an anchor being? Could it be someone else? Does it have to be the Pacific person? I'm asking all these questions. And we'll probably maybe find out. Maybe that questions will be remain unanswered. I don't know. We'll find out in Secret Wars. Or never. Like I said, the question was going to be still remain. Thelma, I'm pretty sure that there's some of them in here that are on Netflix. Now I think about it, I think, I don't know. I put it on there. I'm pretty sure that what I put on there is talking about a different movie. All I can remember is that it's a movie from Netflix. Abigail, Ends with Us, The Idea of You, Imaginary, Scary Movie on Imaginary Friends, The Exorcism, The Strangers Chapter 1, A Quiet Place Day 1, Orion in the Dark, the Casa Grandes movie, Descendants Rise of Red. Oh, hold on. Okay, I've come across the Netflix show, the Netflix movie, Thelma the Unicorn. So the other Thelma, I'm pretty sure it's a movie, No Time to Spy, a Loud House movie. Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp, another Netflix movie. It's a sequel to the first movie that was on Netflix. I don't know if they're both originally on Netflix or they were just got streamed on Netflix. I don't know. Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1, Jackpot, The Crow, Reagan, Beetlejuice, Joker 2. I guess according to some sources, it's like the worst comic book movie. I'm pretty sure it's a little exaggerated, but then again, I've never seen the movie. To be honest, I don't honestly think that the Joker movie needed a sequel per se, because I've seen the first one. I liked it. It had a satisfying conclusion. This movie, this movie, I never seen it, but a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of things. I mean, it has Harley Quinn. I don't know why there's a Harley Quinn. And these types of movies, I honestly wouldn't know they exist. The Wild Robot, Speak No Evil, Transformers 1,
Tron, which is actually pronounced
Badassatron.
Smile 2, Venom: The Last Dance. 3 Sony movies came out this year. I'm realizing that now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 3 Sony movies that came out this year. Sing, Thriller. This is not really much of a movie. This is a Netflix special, I guess. Really, it's based off of the music video of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Terrifier 3. Art the Clown has made another movie. That's all I could add. Red 1. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Wicked. I've seen this movie and it is good. But I've never seen the musical. It's based off of the musical, which the musical is based off of a book. And the movie is good. It's part 1 though. Part 2 comes out next year. It also kind of fits in with the Wizard of the Oz movie very nicely. Wicked was, it's a good movie overall. Gladiator 2, Moana 2, Mufasa, Sonic 3, or Sonic the Hedgehog 3, excuse me. Alien Romulus, Arcadian, Hellboy the Crooked Man, Dear Santa, A Sudden Case of Christmas, Brothers, Spellbound, Fall Guy, Harold the Purple Crayon, Roadhouse, Amor. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Piece by Piece. It's a film biography. It's one of those film biographies that a lot of like a good handful of musicians have made on, like Bohemian Rhapsody, Weird, The Al Yankovic Story, Rocket Man, and so many more that I can't remember the top of my head. But this one in particular kind of like takes like a new take on it. Piece by Piece. It's a Lego movie. I've never seen it. South Park, End of Obesity, Jim Henson, The Idea Man. Alright, those are all the movies of 2024. I'm pretty sure I missed some. That's kind of my fault. I knew that I missed Kraven the Hunter. Here's like all the ratings of the movies. Alright, now we're going to get into TV shows that came out this year. Now I'm pretty sure, I think I didn't mention this in the last recap last year, but I probably won't be talking about the new seasons that come out unless they were like remembered, which I don't really remember any of them. Let's get right into it. Rick and Morty, the anime. It's self-explanatory. It's Rick and Morty, the anime. All Out, Shogun, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I guess it's a remake? Based off of my research, I guess. The Acolyte, a prequel before the prequels. No one really liked it. I mean, when I seen the previews, I thought it was interesting, but when I seen the reviews, however, not a lot of people liked it. It has cameos of Darth Plagueis and Yoda in there. It'll never get answered because it's never going to get another season. That's the way it is. Tales of the TMNT, based off of the Seth Rogen movie. That's all I know. Echo, X-Men 97, The Last Airbender, the Netflix remake. I know that there was a a movie that was live action based off of the show. Now they did it again, but this time it's a show. It's a 1-to-1 remake. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 remake. Not a lot of people liked it. I'm pretty sure you've seen the rating. I don't know. Batman the Caped Crusader, Kite Man, hell yeah. Jurassic World Chaos Theory, Knuckles, Ark the Animated Series, Angry Birds Mystery Island, The Penguin, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, NCIS Origins, Doom Prophecy, Agatha All Along, Sausage Party Foodtopia, Ariel, Zorro, Suicide Squad. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of it, but it's an anime. I think it's an anime. Don't hold me accountable for it, though. Zombies, the reanimated series. Some of these are from, like, the Disney Channel or from, like, cable TV. Ted, Primos, Terminator Zero. It's a Terminator anime. I think I might watch it. The Spiderwick Chronicles. Yeah. And then we got Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. Like, a lot of people were going bonkers over it. It's a good show. I've never seen it. It's on Disney Plus. Darth Jar Jar, Lego Jedi Bob. Literally, it's a fan service that people enjoyed. And that's all the shows. There were some from cable TV, like Ariel from the Disney Junior channel, Zombies, Shogun. I'm pretty sure there's more, but I just don't remember. But most of these shows are on streaming services as of now. Alright, now we get into games of 2024. And there were a lot, but this one's a little bit tricky to find. It was like last year. But let's get right into it though. We got Helldivers 2, Elden Ring DLC, Marvel Rivals. A lot of people like that game. It's trending as of now. Star Wars Outlaws, Mars Attract, Concord, a PlayStation game that not a lot of people liked. Pal's World, a Pokemon-esque video game. I don't know how to explain it. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This game came out on my birthday. Fun fact. Stalker 2. Catly. I mean, this year we got Lunchly. And then now we got Catly. Both of them ain't great, but hey, they exist. Final Fantasy VII. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. A lot of people hated this game. Rocksteady. They need to step up their game, bro. But it exists. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Legend of Zelda, Echo of Wisdom, Warhammer 40,000, WWE to 2024, and I guess there was a Destiny 2 DLC. I honestly don't know. And we got Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and then we got Final Fantasy 14. Now, with some of these games, I don't know if they're out, I guess, or they're just because, like I said, these are like harder to research. Alright, now we're transitioning into talking about the events that happened in 2024. So let us begin. In the beginning of the year, a bunch of YouTubers have left specifically MatPat leaving Game Theory. Pretty sure that there's others, but I don't really remember and or don't know that if they left this year or last year. So next up, Mickey Mouse becoming public domain. Since January 1st of 2024, Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie has been in public domain. I've mentioned this earlier. There's a movie called Mousetrap there's going to be more movies and horror games coming down the line. So you could literally just use Mickey Mouse as long as he is Steamboat Willie. That's essentially it. And then we got Trump getting shot, specifically in the ear, or Trump's assassination attempt. Jojo Siwa changes her appearance, I guess, or goes through a weird phase, mainly, and it kind of happened. It's so stupid that, yeah, it's literally like this meme right here that represents her, I guess, transformation, I guess. Eminem releasing his new album, specifically Houdini, went viral this year. It's a good song. Announcement to Shrek 5. Everyone went bonkers over this one. It's been a long time since we got any Shrek movie, minus Puss in Boots 2, and we kind of needed more. And it's coming out in 2026 or 2025, somewhere along that line. The Disney lawsuit. Apparently, there was this couple that went to Disney. They were at Disney Springs. The wife ate something that she was deadly allergic to, and literally she passed away at the restaurant. The husband's like, I'm gonna sue, because I think they made like a request not to have not to serve the allergy product. They did it anyways, and apparently once you do the free trial, Disney Plus, the 30-day free trial or something like that, apparently you can't sue Disney. It's something really stupid. Nuggeto Avocado changing his life, or supposedly changes his life. He's 2 steps ahead. He's going to be 2 steps ahead. When I first seen this, I thought, that's impressive. And then apparently on his Instagram post, apparently it was a social experiment, and we were all fooled. That we got us again. I don't know. It was something. The Minecraft trailer. Both the Minecraft YouTubers and the movie critics have reviewed this. Life-changing. Although at first, not a lot of people were into it. And then the second trailer, or the official trailer, I should say, it came out, and people are like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm gonna like it. Things happened. Mr. Beast promoting Lunchly, along with KSI and Logan Paul. Yeah, Lunchly was a thing. It was a thing. Now they discontinued it.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals like animals.
It's literally Lunchables, but with Feastival chocolate bar and a prime drink. Cause a lot of stir up, specifically in our next segment, next event, Dan CDM versus KSI. Well, mainly KSI trying to get to Dan CDM, but Dan CDM was smart and just ignored it. If you just leave it be, they make a fool of themselves. So that's 1 for Dan CDM, 0 for KSI. KSI is just a goofy man. We'll get back to him in a little bit. And then we got Logan Paul versus Tommy Innit. And kind of a similar situation. It was not really well known as the Dan CDM and KSI beef, but it was still there. It's goofy, but it happened. And this one's a little older one, but we got the Chris Tyson situation. Really, such a shame that happened. And we'll kind of come back to that one a little later. Nintendo sues Pal's World. Yeah, you know that one video game that's based off of Pokemon, or it kind of has a little resemblance to Pokemon? Well, apparently Nintendo finally sues them, but it's not for the reason that you think. The character's completely original, even though they have a little resemblance. That's not what Nintendo sued them for. Apparently, they sued them for gameplay mechanics, and that gameplay mechanics of all things. Another goofy thing. And then we got Fiend. I hate this song. It's overplayed. It's stupid. It's repetitive. I hate it. I never liked it. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Let's move on. Donald Trump working at McDonald's. This has been like floating about a little bit. It was for a campaign. Him putting the fries in the bag. It was part of the campaign. It worked. Very humble. And now we're going back to KSI. His failed song. Think of it. I mean, it exists. I mean, it's been memed a lot. I mean, from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. I mean, where's his crown? Sorry, I had to. The song is very stupid and over memed. And rightfully so. KSI is upset about it. Speaking of which, Lunchly cheese has mold. Because the only difference between Lunchables and Lunchly is the fact that most of the food in Lunchly, like, organic. Which I kind of see, like, having it real food inside. But at the end of the day, it's a Lunchable. It's a Lunchly. Lunchable. Whatever. People eat that, even though it's not real. Then we got the 2024 election, which Donald Trump has won the election. And there has been like a big stir up about it. At the end of the day, it's a president. And when the 2028 election it'll happen again. That's how elections work. I'm not gonna really say too much on it. The election happened. Alright, and then we got AI Minecraft. Not as big. It happened. It's kind of stupid, to be honest. And then we got the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It was interesting. Here's a little bit that Jake Paul. Okay, so Jake Paul won, and really, if it's not a win-win scenario, Jake Paul beat up an old man. Then if it's honestly like it was something. All right, Mr. Beast addressing the allegations / drama did say that we're gonna go back to that, and he talked about it in a Oompaville video. I guess like a interview with Oompaville. Kind of just talking about it and stuff, and I guess the reason there was really a lot of things happening, and he couldn't really address the situation because it was still going under investigation, and now the investigation has ended in a sense. And Fortnite adding, this is the only time that I'm ever going to say this. It's only for the bit, so don't lose yourself. Don't go out of control over in the comments, okay? But Fortnite added Skippity Toilet to the game. It's stupid, honestly. And I mean, in general, I never really liked Fortnite, and now I hate it even further because they added brain rot to their game, and it's stupid. It's very stupid. And I guess we've gotten all of this before GTA 6. But yeah, those are the events I could keep track of. I'm pretty sure that there was more that happened. Alright, now we're going to segment into like some of the stuff about the channel, about me. We're gonna save like, I guess, like major events, like kind of like recapping my year last, kind of like to kind of lead into like a video wrap up. So we're gonna do the channel updates, I guess, or like I guess what's gonna be going down for the channel. A lot of big things that are gonna happen in 2025. I mean, probably not as big, but like big enough where Specifically, I'm gonna get into like one like category that I do on this channel, which is stop motion. And I've posted like a little teaser. I'm probably gonna show it again in this video. The stop motion, I'm going to pick that up again. This time though, however, it's gonna be a little different because I'm going to, what I'm gonna do instead is kind of save Secret Wars for last. Now, yeah, I'm gonna like work on it as like a really big project, but also work on smaller stop motion projects. I'm going to create like a slate. I already have like a slate already made, although I'm gonna probably alter it a little bit. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'm gonna show you the teaser and stuff and kind of like talk about that and the other thing. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Attention all heroes and villains. I have a message for anyone that's out there. Whether you're a hero, a villain, an original Avenger, a new Avenger, a sorcerer, an X-Man, an Asgardian, royalty, cosmic being, or just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It doesn't matter if you come from an alternate universe, an alternate timeline, or anything. I need your help to end this war. We all do. Now, that was the teaser. The production for Secret Wars is going to start in 2025, between like late 2024, 2025. More so in 2025, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Well, no, late 2024, 2025. Really, it's just going to be just me like fixing up something. Pretty much about it for the bigger portion of the stop motion portion of the channel. Now, the other thing I'm going to talk about for this channel is that about like a long time ago, before school started, or no, I think it was like the day of when school started, or something like that. I released a video talking about that I was going to be social chair for the WCH as band and stuff. That was a long time ago. You probably noticed that there wasn't like as much content wise or of the sort, and that's kind of a whole reasoning on itself. I'm going to have a video just talking about it and stuff, because I won't get into it here, but there's a really big reason why I haven't been doing that. I mean, there was some content related to like band, but it was kind of like short-lived, as you probably have heard on the Instagram and Facebook. And I also kind of kept my Facebook kind of like now kind of secret, kind of like made it personal, because like I don't want strangers from YouTube just following me on Facebook. So it's just only gonna be my Instagram that'd be showing and stuff. So that's that. I'll have a video talking about that more in depth and stuff. And then now the music channel, I'll try to get back to doing album reviews. I've just been busy, kind of just like gonna like just choose another album to review and like talk about. That's pretty much about content, what's gonna be happening across the channels. That's pretty much about it for like updates on the content and what's gonna be happening. Going into like kind of like wrapping this video up by talking about what's happening with me and how my year went. It's been really good for say, like I mean in a sense the beginning of the year was like from like decent to like okay at best. I mean nothing really too important happened. I mean I went a trip for like a class trip. I think the more exciting stuff kind of happened around like halfway through the year, like school starting up. Like my junior year started off really good. I think my junior year of high school was gonna be one of the greatest years I had experienced. One of my older videos just blowing up out of nowhere, and one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me is the fact that I have started dating again. I'm really glad to have met my girlfriend. She's just one of the most wonderful people I've ever met and known for forever and stuff, and I'm glad that me and her are dating and stuff. That's pretty much about it for my 2024. I also had tragedy upon me during that year, some which you probably know, but whenever there's tragedy, there's always good things that happen. As mentioned, a lot of things happened, and we gotta just see what's in store. But until then, I wish you all a new year. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and kind of just comment down below what your favorite memory of 2024 was. Feel free to share, of course, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
There's a starman